Buddy, welcome to the channel. This is Ditch Chicken Adventures, and I am your host, Brian. And today is going to be our pre-grouse season predictions. Now, last year was a horrible season. We did not get more than a handful of birds last year. So I really didn't do any videos during the year. Usually I would do a, week one, week two, how's things going. Didn't do that last year because, in all honesty, it totally sucked. And with good reason, because we had a horrible spring, horrendous summer, and the first and second batch of birds did not have a high survivability rate. So therefore, we did not see a lot of birds. Now, I was fortunate to get 3, but none of them came out on video. So this year, we're going to do a before the hunt prediction, and let's see how it goes. Down in the comments below, let me know if you like this, if you like to see this going forward for the next season, and maybe something we can continue to carry on. So we are up here in the North Maine woods, and we have done a little scouting, and so far we've seen a handful of birds today. We have one really small one, which you're going to see in a video here now. And as you can tell, he's probably the second hatch. Nice little bird. Nothing I would shoot on the first or second week, only if I was really hungry and desperate. But we did see a couple of nice mature birds, and hopefully that is a sign of things to come. The spring was really good. We had a gorgeous summer. All the conditions were right where you would want them for the first and second hatch. So looking at posts and stuff throughout the state, we are seeing the same thing. The hatches were good. People are seeing a good amount of grouse. And just for those that are maybe new to the channel or not used to things the way we do it up here in northern Maine, we do call our ruffed grouse partridge. So if you hear me say partridge then grouse, yes, it's the same thing. I know they're supposed to be different, but anyway, it's a northern thing. Get over it. So this year we're looking at a drier season. Last year we had a couple hurricanes come through, and we had a lot of water dumped on us right before the season started. Where I was camping, the water actually almost crested the bank, which was a little scary. So I stayed the night, and then the next day it had started to recede. So we don't see a lot of rain in store for us over the next couple weeks. The forecast keeps changing. One forecast was next Thursday to Tuesday for the start of the season, and into the first week of the season it was going to be cooler temps and rain for 4 to 5 days. Now we're looking at, let's take a look here. Thursday looks like there's a chance of rain. Friday, Saturday, cloudy. Sunday is going to be sunny, and then Monday will be mostly sunny with a little bit of clouds, and then Tuesday we get mostly cloudy skies. The good thing about going into the first week of the actual bird hunt is the temperatures are finally starting to drop up here. We have seen the last couple weeks mid 80s, high 70s, which has been unbearable. Even though the leaves are starting to change color, everything looks, dry, dead, which of course, I know, leaves changing, things are dead. But it's not like it has been in the past, because we usually have enough rain where things are still looking a little bit fresh and the colors are more vibrant. This year, the leaves, although they're changing, they're not as vibrant. They seem to be just going to struggle. I think this year, if you're up here to do the leafer thing, you're probably going to see that the leaves are going to peak here in the North Maine woods probably the first week of October, and then quickly die off. So if that's your thing, get up here while you can. As you can see in the drone footage, it's looking really good. I think things are going to peak. If we do get some rain next week, then that may be something that's going to help make that just really pop. But anyway, getting back to the topic of the ruffed grouse. So the first week of the bird hunt, the temperatures are going to be right around the upper 60s, low 70s. At night, we're going to see temperatures down from the mid 40s to upper 40s, with Friday the 4th being down at 38 degrees if everything holds out. So maybe we'll get a frost to help kill off a lot of that cover so that we can see more. As you can see in the video as well, there's still a lot of tree cover, not a lot of wind up here, not a lot of rain to knock the leaves off the trees. So if you're coming up here for the 28th for the blasting cast, just keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of cover and you're probably not going to see a lot of birds. Now, my overall prediction for this hunting season for the partridge / rough grouse is going to be a good success rate. If you get out there and you're walking or you're paying attention when you're driving, I expect that you could probably, per vehicle, group, whatever, if you're going with 2 people, get at least 2 to 3 birds, and maybe even more depending on where you're hunting. So, but my minimum prediction is 2 to 3 birds for the group, which is a lot better than last year. And if you're going to go for a couple days, there's your limit, for a person anyway. I think we're going to see some really good days probably towards the end of the first week of the bird season, the actual first full week when we get close to the 5th. If we do get that rain that moves in on the 3rd, so as that rain moves in, we should see more success because it's going to drive the birds out closer to the roads, and 2, you're going to have less cover. So as you're driving, you'll be able to see them a little bit further in. We did see one bird today. He crossed along the road. That's part of the video that you're seeing now. And once we got close, we couldn't even see him. We could hear him, but we couldn't see him out in there. So again, prediction is going to be a better success, of course, than last year. We do need to see some rain because where we're camped at right now, we're right on a river, and usually it's fairly deep. Right now, it's about knee deep for myself. So got to get some rain. So got my fingers crossed that rain's going to come through, knock some of that cover off, provide that much needed benefit of the rain with the waterways and stuff. So also for a shout out, just as a PSA, if you are up past any of the gates for the Northern Maine woods, remember the logging companies and their holding companies, they own the roadways up here. So if you see a logging truck coming, do yourself a favor, get the hell out of the way. Move to the right as far as you can and let them go by. Stop. Don't try to keep driving because you never know if there's going to be another logging truck behind them. Remember, they sit up higher, so it's not as bad, and they are running on MERS or CB and communicating. So you may not know that there's a second truck back there. Right now, the roads are extremely, extremely dusty, and it's hard to see once they go by. Other than that, I wish you all the best of luck. And remember, life is good when you're a little crazy. All right, I'm out of here next time. Stay safe and happy hunting.